Yes, sorry, I did not mean to be muted. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, what I was saying is I don't know. Wait, I don't know if we'll see Salt and Pepper this time. Uh, uh, yeah, it's like this kind of little known game from a small independent developer. That's what I've heard. You're finally awake? If you're looking for your friends, they're outside. I forgot we had this window. Did you get a good night's rest? You can go outside through that door. Go say hi to your friends. So last time, we broke into Viper Manor with Kid and our new friend Nikki, and it was a bumbling adventure until we got to the roof and were caught by Lynx, this mysterious figure who's been seemingly manipulating goings on here in the El Nido archipelago. And then we fell off the roof, basically, and we've woken up here. Oi, Serge, you finally woke up again, eh? Give you thanks to Korsha. He's the one that saved us after we fell off the cliff. No sweat, it's just part of my job as ferryman. But I have to admit, you caught me by surprise when you came falling from the sky. You're lucky that it was the sea that you fell into, not the rocks. But geez, you're such a wuss. How'd you get knocked out from such a short fall? As for me, a little graze like this ain't gonna knock me down. Ugh, oh man, she's burning up. There's a clinic in the village. We should take her there. Come on, I need your help too. Oh shit, I didn't know that Escaflowne was the same character artist as Chrono Cross. Two all-timer works on your resume. It seems the patient has been poisoned with Hydra venom. I would say the most she has to live is about 2 days. If we had some Hydra humor, we could be able to neutralize the poison. Doc, if we find this Hydra humor, we can save this girl? Yes, but that's impossible now. Hydras are now extinct on El Nido. What do you mean extinct? What's going on? Hydras are very rare and valuable creatures. The blood, bones, meat, every part is valuable. It's considered to be a panacea for various illnesses. That is the reason hydras were hunted to extinction in El Nido. As a result, a whole species was made extinct, just to make a quick fortune. Is there no way to find this humor? If we could cross the sea to the mainland, there might be a chance, right? That is not possible. The currents of El Nido are extremely dangerous this time of year. It is highly improbable to cross the sea unless you're on a large vessel. Even if you manage to get there, your chances of finding Hydra humor are bleak. We do not have much time. Doctor? Hey, Doc, where are you going? Nothing's been resolved yet. Excuse me, I need to be alone for a while. Imagine if your doctor just walked out on you like that after saying, "Oh, there's nothing we can do. Should have brought her in here sooner." All right, I'm away. Serge, what are we going to do? Kid is going to die if we leave her like this. Is this some kind of joke? Wait right here. I'll go get the doctor back. Whoa! Who the hell are you? What's this? Non apologies for bumping into moi? Oh la la, don't you know any manners? Aha, she is down with the count, just as I thought. Serge, mon ami, why don't we just leave her be? Who are you? And what's with that strange costume? Sita, I have no business with no chicken hawk. I am having a conversation with Serge. You're bothering moi, so keep your mouth shut. Why you? I ain't gonna let you barge into this room and get away with all the stuff you've said. You've made me mad. I'll show you some manners. I'm not gonna cut you any slack just because you're a girl. Try if you dare. I am not so weak as to be caught by a chicken hawk. You've got some nerve. You're gonna regret it. Charge! Oops. Damn it, where'd she go? You're amusing. Such a simpleton. It's so much fun playing jokes on you. I was only here to see how she was doing, but I had fun while I was at it. So long, Serge. Au revoir, mon ami. Please dream of moi every night. Oui. Tisk, she's a loon. What's her deal? I just don't get it. Yo, Serge, are all your friends like that? That's an important line, IMO. Ugh. Serge. Come on, go talk to her. Serge, I'll leave this with you. It's my favorite amulet. Serge received Astral Amulet. Remember what the prophet said, Serge. Where did it all start? Where do angels lose their way? Try to remember, Serge. I'm feeling a bit tired. I'm gonna rest up for a while. You heard what the doc said. There are no more Hydras in this world. On top of that, there's no way to get to the mainland, and El Nido isn't that small a place. Are you going to take a 1 in a million chance to search for this thing, just to save a girl you barely even know? Hey, what you gonna do? Alright, so, for those who haven't played this game, this might seem like a Dragon Quest style, you have yes, no, but the game doesn't progress until you say yes. You can say no. You can refuse to save Kid. And, like, I have seen so many people say that this is what you should do, because this is the way to get access to one of the game's most sought after characters, both in terms of stats and resonance for fans of the previous game. And it's I think there's something very, very pointed here with how I've talked about this before in previous streams about how this game is very upfront with equating seeking the ability to cause more violence, seeking power with the act of violence itself, not extracting these things from each other. And like, we just had a conversation about, the Hydras were hunted to extinction because they were valuable. And the first thing we did in this game was we hunted a bunch of animals to make a necklace for our girlfriend. We are seeing like the consequences of violence throughout this, and here the game is like putting you in a situation where you can be culpable. You can say, on like a metatextual level, I am willing to give up on this girl, on this person who helped us, who is our friend, who clearly needs our help, because to get extra items and equipment. And it's so good. It's so good. Like, I remember, I feel like when this kind of like pressing against strategy guide stuff comes up in a lot of games, it's done in a kind of not as like angry as this is. Like the example I always think of is like the Zodiac Spear in Final Fantasy 12, which for those who don't know is like in the original release of the game was the most powerful weapon in that game, and you could only get it by not opening or something. The main way you got it was by not opening certain chests in the game, so, and which is rhetorically, uh, you know, a weapon that would only be sought out by people who are looking at a strategy guide. What's the best weapon in the game? And they look at that and they find, oh, their own completionist gameplay style has rendered them incapable of getting it in a way that isn't absolute torture. Um, but this game is like so like that. That's a prank. That is a prank on completionists. This game is like say you can do this, but know that it's a horrible thing to do. Know that you're being a bad person by doing this. At least in the context of like the game's narrative. Um, and yeah, like Chrono Cross is like there are hard bits, but I would not call it like a particularly like a really difficult game. Like Sam says, you can play the whole game basically with like any character you want, and some characters are better than others, but uh, you don't need this character that all the guides point you towards as oh you gotta get this character. We recommend you to take this path and get this character. But there is like still people do it because the power that that character represents, Glenn represents, is seductive, and uh, I don't know. This is like the first point I think where this game revealed itself as not just like a really good game, but just one of the best because this whole setup is uh, wonderful. I love it so much, and I will never ever not choose to save Kit. I'm sorry, we're gonna find a way to save her. Alrighty then, I'll come along with you. Not right away though, so let's hang out with Mojo. We haven't had Mojo in our party just yet. By the way, do you even have a clue where to start looking? Hey, do you? That's what I thought. Where in the world should we start? All we have left is that girl's amulet. Damn, what are we gonna do? If only we had some kind of clue. Maybe we should go see the shaman? The shaman might be able to give you some clues from that amulet. That's right, the shaman. A shaman? That's an unfamiliar word. The shaman inherits the power of the dragon god and governs the village. They're like a mayor or chief. Shaman might know something, although I can't say for sure. It's worth a try. We'll continue this outside. Let's decide what to do at the boat. Huh? Oh, you're Luna. From Mel's place. What? Oh, hey. That Mel, what is she up to? What's up? It's just a cat. Strange guy. Come on, let's get going. I like that bit there of Serge seeing the cat as one of Lynx's little like shadows that we saw in Viper Manor, which is not how we saw cats before, but something about that encounter loosened something in Serge's noggin. We need to get going as soon as possible, but you probably need to equip yourselves, right? I'll be waiting here. Call me when you're ready to go. We haven't got much time, so hurry. If you need to see the shaman, go down this way. Take the ladder to the second floor of the merchant tower and go left. There's a tower called the Dragon Shrine. Compared to Termina, this is a small village, so you shouldn't have any problems getting lost. Alright, I've done a whole bunch of like equipment and element messing around on like a separate save file, so once we get through like the story stuff that we want to see, I'm gonna pop on over to that save file. So let's just let's poke around. We have Guldiv here. Let me rest a little bit. Even though I might look strong, I only have the strength of an average human. Oh damn, you're playing Cheat of Memories? Have you played the Game Boy version, Sam? Or just the remake? The population is lower compared to the past. Old customs and lores might fade away with time. Well, actually, you know what? While we're here, let's get back to the normal. I feel like this fits the vibe a bit better. The demi-humans in this village get along with humans, but many others of our kind still hold a grudge against humans. Those that were driven off the mainland gathered to build the village of Marble. It's on the big island way down southeast of here. Sorry to be abrupt, but do you ever come across a shiny material? Shiny material? Elements are common items nowadays, but there's a special kind called summon elements. This kind releases awesome power depending on one of the stick's attributes. The shiny material is a mysterious byproduct of this phenomenon. This material is an essential item for craftsmen to forge advanced weapons, armor, and accessories. Still, everything depends on the skill of the craftsman. Another life is about to slip through my hands, just like before. Nothing has changed at all by studying medicine. Man, I am so powerless. So you're going to just give up in this life? That's not the case, is it? If you don't, who else will help her back from the edge of life and death? I don't know your past. Living bound by the past is a very painful thing. You need to face reality head on. Running away isn't a sin, but it accomplishes nothing. But one thing is different from the past. You have the ability to heal. Everyone in the village recognizes that. Don't suffer by yourself. If you give up now, you will never be freed from your past. Now go. Don't let it end without doing something first. I have done them a discourtesy. I am a failure as a doctor, and I must do what I can. Thanks, Orla. Yeah, I'll be really interested to see what you think of the remake of Chain of Memory, Sam, because I think it's like... I think I agree with most of the criticism level of the remake. I do think that it is one of the main things you will hear is that it just becomes a game about like using the same slights over and over again. And I do think there's an element of you can play the game without doing that. I think it's more interesting. It's just like people very quickly fall into that kind of pattern, and it's it's this kind of thing, you know. It's you follow the strategy guide, and it tells you what it asks you to do, and it's an optimal way of playing that is probably less fun than just playing it normally. As a man in the sea, you gotta be on your toes whether you're on land or manning the ship. I always pay close attention to my element placement. You have to think about terrain and attribute conditions, so it's pretty complicated. Far off in the eastern El Nido Sea, there is a village, Marble, homeland to us demi-humans. But my friends there hate humans. Artisanal handcrafted cheese the old-fashioned way. We're a small village, but we have some elements that you won't find in bigger towns. I've already shopped here. in the other timeline. So we'll skip that for now. This is the Dragon Shrine, residence of our chief, Shaman Dorea. Be sure to act courteously on the premises. Say, have you ever heard of the 6 dragons? In this world, there's supposedly 6 dragon gods somewhere out there. The 6 great dragons descend from the heavens to seal away the evil and promise eternal prosperity across the land. This is part of an old song that's been passed down in El Nido for a long time. I wonder what they look like. Welcome to the Dragon Shrine. I am Stina, a shaman serving village chief and high priestess Dorea. I presume that you've come to this shrine seeking assistance. Please don't hesitate to ask Chief Dorea for guidance. You possess a young but gentle air about you. There is an odd wind that is whirling about. I have heard that such wind bearers appear at times, but... Would you say it's a black wind howling, Shaman Dorea? Do you speak the truth? That you are already dead in this world? I see. So that's why you have an odd air about you. As for a way to return to your original world, I do not know. But there are always reasons why such phenomena occur. The land of Genesis. Your only key may lie there. The key that connects your world to this one. Shall we say it is a dimensional distortion of sorts? Events in your world are different from events here. It may be possible to save the girl, stricken with the Hydra poison. That is, if the extinct Hydra still exists in your world. El Nido has long been called the land where the dragons sleep. There are islands named after dragons, and numerous Dragonian ruins and artifacts. You may have encountered some of these already. The most famous are the islands of the Sky Dragon, the Earth Dragon, and the Water Dragon, and the ancient ruin, Fort Dragonia, that lies to the east. Of the many Dragonian ruins, Fort Dragonia is one of the few that is still fully functional. The key to activate this ruin is the Dragon Tear. It was given to our ancestors by the extinct Dragonians as a symbol of our friendship. It has been passed down through successive shamans, but it was stolen and taken away from Galdiv by an unknown assailant. Their intent is unknown, but if they plan to activate the ancient ruin, a great disaster shall come about. Our people have been searching for it, but we have found no trace of it. One must choose their own path, but as long as we are human, one will sometimes become lost. I pray that your journey be blessed by the guidance of the great six dragon gods. Yeah, I think like the Marluxia boss fights at the end of the game do put a lot of pressure on kind of dominant strategies. Like just the fact that the second form Marluxia is flying throws a wrench in a few dominant slights, and then I think like the final boss form that is new to the remake for Marluxia, just banger of a fight. I love his thing where he like summons like a tornado that like sucks out all your cards and you have to go run around and get them, while at the same time like doing stuff to like pull you towards. All that stuff is really cool. Until a few years ago, the surface was covered with sand, but somehow the sand disappeared completely overnight. From what I've heard from another traveler, the once plentiful water on Water Dragon Isle has completely dried up due to normal weather. Oh, hi there. There isn't much here, but feel right at home. You're new around here, right? Do you know what these wires are here for? If you don't know, I'll teach you for a special price of 5G. Alright, I'll pay the 5G. Before teaching you, I'll need that 5G now, hee hee. 5G is ruining our kids' lives. Okay, here goes a quick rundown of the whole gadget. This wire connects to the docks. There's also a second wire connected to the shrine. Basically, it's a shortcut to the docks. You can get there a lot faster than walking, plus it feels great. Well, the only problem is that you can't come back. You can't defy gravity, you know. Yes, do you want to become the wind? Become the wind. It'll be 5G in advance. Pay 5G. Heh, thanks. Okay, ready? Have a safe flight. Are you ready to go? Ready anytime. Are you really sure? Don't you dare tell me you want to come back later. Think about it really carefully. Are you positively sure? I'm ready. Corge is making a big deal of this, but we will be able to come back to Guldiv. That is... that's some, like, save your game before going forward dialogue, but it's not too bad. It's not all that. You know, our first little glimpse of the full world map there. Hey! Who said you could dock that thing there? Get the thing out of here, right now! Hey, don't be such a hardhead. It's not like we're robbing from anyone. Besides, nobody else is docking here, right? That's not the point. What I'm trying to say is... Here, keep it. You can't bribe me with some... the delicious scent and the subtle texture. This must be the famous rare drink of Dragonians, the Dragon's Glory. I thought this might happen, so I snagged some from my ma's kitchen. Alright, I'll give you special permission this time. But next time I might not be so weavy. When that happens... Don't worry, I'll get some more for you. Very well. You're pretty quick for a kid. If you don't hurry, that girl's gonna die. You guys can't do this alone. Why don't you let me come along? Korcha temporarily joined your party. Korcha and Nikki are both balloonians, so we'll probably swap out Nikki in a bit, but you know, we brought him back. We saved him from the forest, so we should probably tell his bet. The concert's been postponed and Nikki's acting strange. I just want to pack up and hurry out of Termina for crying out loud. I'll be gone for a while, but don't worry, I'll be back when the gig's over. I'm not going to search for you again. Yep, that's that. He's just like, you guys have fun. I'm busy now. I'll be back later. I'll be gone for a while. Don't worry, man. I'll definitely come back when the gig's over. Yeah, don't worry about it. The concert's postponed indefinitely anyway. Ah, grand. Yeah, I really like the, you know, everyone's text typing quirks. It's a pretty divisive part of the game, but I find it delightful. And yes, Sam, absolutely. End of summer is the perfect time to play Kingdom Hearts 2. Alright. So we're skipping forward a little bit, but just some filling out some elements for... Oh, I didn't feel like Korcha, I guess. Well, I'll do that. I'll do that real quick. There we go. And yeah, got some upgraded people's equipment also. So we've got a bit more stuff to work around with. But we've still got some business in Termina. First of all, don't recall if we've been in this house yet. Yes? Who might you be? Grandma, they are travelers passing through. Why, so sorry. My eyes have become really weak in my old age, and I thought my grandson had come back. My grandson was such a cute boy. He was really plump and cheerful, and loved to make people laugh. That's why the boy joined the circus to become a clown. For the first few years, he wrote letters to me almost daily. He always said how gratifying the work was, although it was very challenging. One day, his letters suddenly stopped coming. I haven't heard from him since. I hope he wasn't in an accident or something. I just pray that I might see his cheerful face once more before the heavens come claim my soul. Grandma keeps waiting for her grandson to come back. She always tells me stories about him, but we don't know where he is. If you ever meet him on your travels, please tell him Grandma is waiting for him. I believe his name was Skelly. Our boy Skelly was called Skelly before he became a skeleton? Novel of determinism? Yeah, I love the idea of like seeing a giant voodoo doll and being like, "Is that you, my young lad?" Oh god. I'm trying to remember if this was like too late for that. Was that the Beast from the East, Sam? Who might you be? Fortune to be good, fortune to be bad. Anything from reading your destiny to searching for the missing. Do you wish your fortune to be read? Yes. Let's get Mojo a fortune reading. Let's see what she makes of Mojo. There is someone. No. A thatch of straw that is most dear to you in this vicinity. Guess that's all you got. Your fortune reads, that is a hopeless love. I'm sorry, but you've got to give up. Ah, don't give me such baloney. Damn. I can't believe it sounds like Mojo has a bigger chance for luck in romance than Korcha does. Like, she went up to the voodoo doll and was like, "Oh yes, there's someone dear to you nearby." And Korcha was like, "She don't like you like that, bro. You gotta move on, plenty of fish in the sea." Oh, the Beast in the East was the year before. That makes sense. Oh, blessed child, flow with the river, and rest in peace. When thou returneth to this world once again, might thou greet thine father and mother with a blessed smile. Come, please say your last farewells. Why? Why did such a sweet child have to... My only wish was to drink with you when you have grown up. Why? Why did you have to leave us so? The boat shall now be cut adrift. Your son's spirit shall ascend to heaven with your warm blessings. Everything that has form must eventually fade away. Although that may be nature's way, I feel my heart being torn apart at times like these. Why must we face death? And who is the one that decides when we die? Yes, I have not yet seen the light, amigo. Dear passing stranger, if you have a moment to spare, please give this wandering soul a small prayer to guide him on his path. Why did such a sweet child have to... I can't believe... I don't know if we actually inspected this last time we were here, but... Beneath the sacred sword the warriors lie. 13th Acacia Dragoon, Grandmaster Garai. 14th Acacia Dragoon, Grandmaster Dario. My main memory of playing Kingdom Hearts 3 the first time was I was like babysitting at my aunt's place, and so I basically smuggled in my PS4 so that I could keep playing Kingdom Hearts 3 while I was there. So I don't remember binging Kingdom Hearts 3 quite that much, but I was doing my masters whenever it came out, so I was pretty swamped generally. I remember Shadowbringers came out while I was doing my dissertation, and I had the most I drove myself a little insane with how I was managing playing Shadowbringers and my dissertation at the same time. I remember getting to the final, the final boss fight, Hades for Shadowbringers, getting to the bit where it's you click on the thing and you search for the actual fight, and I was like, I've got to get back to my dissertation. So my Warrior of Light was just there for 6 hours while I was working on my dissertation before I was finally able to come back and actually finish the game after that wild cutscene. Those damn dragoons. What nerve do they have to call me an imposter, especially after they dragged me all the way out to the valley? Someone must have been playing a prank. Don't concern yourself about it. Are you really a human who does not exist in this world? You are now drifting between the boundaries of life and death. You are too young to be taken into the arms of darkness. Although it is in my best interest to aid you, my duty is to watch over the spirits here. It's alright, Greco. I'll be here to keep things in order. Romana, you are still too young to take on such a task. The spirits are always looking for a chance to draw the living into the darkness. But my brother, Getz, who was able to save you from being drawn into the dark. He gave his life to help you. I am the sister of Getz. A small thing now and then won't get me down. This time, you must save this one from the darkness. I think Getz desires that also. See, you might be right. I believe that the only way to make up for my mistakes to Getz was to live in hiding for the rest of my life. I realized I was only trying to escape from my responsibilities. May I assist you in escaping the darkness, amigo? Please? Greco tags into your party. So yeah, now we've got a luchador priest has joined. In a very, I would say, D&D character kind of way of just like, oh yeah, here's my backstory, here's why I'm here. All right, I'm on the adventure now. There's a few of those in Chrono Cross. But yeah, Greco's cool. I don't remember his stats exactly, but I remember being pretty good. I used him a bunch the first time I played. It might just be because he's a luchador priest. Let's see his fortune while we're here. Greco. When your long journey reaches its end, the heavy burden that rests upon your shoulders will be lifted at last. Well, that was nothing. That was... Greco, my man, I think you just got cold red. Yeah, weirdly, I have fond memories of playing Shadowbringers during my dissertation. In particular, for some reason, like, I found the theme of the Innocence boss fight, I found it quite relaxing. So I remember just, like, coding a bunch of stuff for the app I was making, just while listening to Innocence's theme on loop, which is very funny, looking back. Alright. So, this isn't where we're going to go, but we haven't actually seen Mojo in battle yet, so I figure we should at least see what he's got going on. Look at his moves. He can spin around, and his level 1 tech is... He does an evil dance that steals your soul. Mojo kind of goated. I gotta be real. Can I get Greco's? Yeah, I can. Greco's level 1 tech is Clothesline. Oh. Great animation. Alright. So, first of all, we'll swap out Mojo for now. Yeah, I'll get his elements off first. We'll see more Mojo eventually, but we just had Korcha join, so I figure he should get some time in the spotlight. Oh yeah, I already had stuff for Korcha. Alright, so... Kid told us in a very, it was like unlike Kid way. Didn't sound quite like her. To remember where angels lose their way, which is what our mysterious friend from the manor mentioned. Is this the place? It's just your average beach. What do we do now, amigo? Oh, am I getting ahead of myself? I think I might be getting ahead of myself. Oh no, I'm not. What the hell is this thing? I'm not really used to supernatural stuff. So this is the dimensional wormhole that connects the two worlds. Oh, Sam, have you never played 358 over 2 days? Oh, you're in for a treat. That is my favorite game in the series, apart from the first one. I love 358. Serge gets a fancy transition sequence. The other two just fade in and out. Oh, whoops. Felt like my body split in two. A very strange feeling. So now we were in that other world. I still cannot believe it, though. So we're back. We're back in back home for Serge. We can even check in back in Arnie. Oh, it's you, Serge. Just been going near the Hydra marshes to the east if you go outside. Don't want you to run into those evil dwarves and then Hydra now. Yo, Serge, I heard you totally blew off Lena this morning. I didn't think you had it in you. That was real gutsy of you. I guess it kind of shows her who's boss, eh? Don't tell her I said so, but my sister's a bit uptight, you know? I'd like break her in a little, you know, make her act a little more ladylike. You have my support all the way. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. So, Una here, still acting like a fucking chuds. Why, hello there, Serge. Can I interest you in something? I have some great elements. Let's see if we have enough materials to get oh, I guess it's not we haven't got anything that can upgrade. That's fair enough. There is like a weird kind of like sad feeling I find coming back to Arnie at this point in the game, and like people haven't noticed that you've gone. It's like, oh, it's kind of, you didn't miss me even like a little? Serge, where have you been? You had me worried sick. You just suddenly disappeared from the beach. That was some magic trick. Don't even think about playing that one again. Once is enough for me. Yeah, Lena's the only person who really remarks upon the fact that you've been gone. But we've got a destination. We're heading to the Hydra Marshes. Oh. Wrong one. Why isn't Serge? Didn't the village elders tell you not to come near here? Do you have some kind of business here? I want to ask you what it is. I can tell by the look on your face that it's something important. Here, go on through. I'm sure the three of you can handle yourselves. Before you enter here, I'll give you a word of advice. The marshes are like a maze full of poisonous monsters. Be prepared. Aha, so you noticed. That's a rare plant that you'll only find growing in hydro marshes. If you touch it and talk to it, it bends backwards for a little while to form a bridge. I think the dwarves may have planted those. See how they're strategically placed? I believe there's another way to bend them without actually having to touch them. I don't know the details though. Dwarves dwelling in this forest probably know, but they hate humans. They wouldn't tell us. Okay. Now, I thought that would, like, give us a bridge over to the other side, but it just kind of was another way down. Oh shit, even as far as next year, Sam? You're so on the ball. It's crazy. I guess maybe I'm just, like, particularly disorganized, but yeah. The professional. Well, don't know what happened there, but we got 400 gold out of it. And a poison, you know, can't forget that. Oh, you know what? We don't have any antidotes. Let's head back to Arnie and get some. Oh yeah, while we're here, there's Kid's Astral Amulet. Yeah, this is kind of my a large part of like my muted kind of enthusiasm for Evercold / Final Fantasy XIV generally. Oh, what's that? What you doing standing there in a daze? I hate cold and cloudy places. Besides, we ain't got the time to sit and toast marshmallows, man. But yeah, Dawn Trail, I did not play at launch. I played it very recently, mostly because a dear friend of mine, I don't think she's watching, but a dear friend of mine got me Dawn Trail for my birthday when it came out, and I wasn't really playing the game then, and I didn't really have the heart to tell her, and I just kind of like, I was just like, all right, I gotta actually do this because I feel so guilty about it. Which is not to say I like had to force myself through or anything. I was very skeptical of the stated premise of Dawntrail before going into it, but I ended up liking the first part of what Dawntrail is, and I really did not like the pivot it takes to let's do Shadowbringers again in fast forwards. I was not down with that, and kind of raised my eyebrows at Evercold having also some Shadowbringers type stuff. It seems from what little I've seen of it. I love Shadowbringers, but you know, there's other things in the world. There's other fish in the sea. And here is Corches, level 1 tech. You look at it and you think headbutt. Oh, that's probably just normal. But Corcha finds a way to make it not normal. The surface of this slope is too slippery to climb. Well, no, yeah, I will probably still be here in half an hour's time. Everybody get down! Something big's heading our way. What was that thing? I cannot believe this place. Look at that little guy! Did you just see a strange looking creature up ahead? Oh, he's got skulls in his little umbrella! This Biba no place for humans, Biba. Go away! Biba off! You know, I can't help but feel that this game came out after Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace. That's just, you know, the thing that feels present at points. Leave it to Biba. Biba, call friends! Oh, damn. Eva, call another friend! Much like Noctis, the Chosen King, Corcha is an expert with his fishing rod. That's more like it, Quaco. Biba, call even one more friend! And these guys are pretty hardy. Ow. And build up some time for Corcha and Greco. Viva la revolution! Ah, no more friend come? Biba no friend left. I'm really lonely now. Does Corcha have any red elements? Maybe we'll turn the field red if he does. I guess Greco also does. Yeah, there we go. Very nearly out of juice. Okay. A little bit more time before the enemies are all going to get a turn. So if you basically run out of all of your stuff, then it's effectively a free turn for every enemy in the fields, which can be pretty dicey. No worries at all. We've met a new friend, Greco, a luchador priest, and we have. I don't really have enough to warrant sticking to it. I was getting this way. Kid has been poisoned. The only cure was hunted to extinction in the other world. So, despite every strategy guide saying, leave Kid to die, you get a better character if you do, we decided to find a way to hop back to Serge's home timeline and hunt down the endangered species before it could be fully extinct. Which is probably fine. Oh yeah, and Corcha also joined the party. Corcha, do you have any healing stuff on you? Oh, I love their little damage animation, like, oh, their little idle pose there. Oh, my Tumby hordes. Well, your tummy doesn't hurt anymore, pal. There we go. Everyone's back in good shape. These guys are beefy boys. Shoot. There we go. We know they're close to death when they're Tumby hordes. Beaten to death by a luchador priest. If only we were all so lucky. There's a healing thing for Serge and Green. Well, that was fine. He didn't get hurt that much. There we go. Perhaps our most epic battle yet, but we made it through. And despite them being frogs, we got some fur off them apparently. I'm Biba really sorry. Here, I give you this. Please forgive Biba. This Biba flute that is handed down in the Biba family. It Biba magical. It called Wingipede. It makes Wingipede Biba good Wingipede. It best people used in a wide open space. Well, I'll Biba seeing you. I'll Biba seeing you too, Biba. Biba adds you on Bibo. No, we can't go where Biba went, unfortunately. Alas. Oh, hey, man. I don't like humans, but I don't hate them either. I just like strong beings, no matter what species they Biba. Which might you Biba? Well, we're strong as Mr. Universe. Let the challenge commence! Oh, we're gonna go through this rigmarole all over again! Oh my god! Greco, man! What's going on? Alright, let's try that again. Well, at least one of your punches hit. There we go. I think because he took out the Biba A, we might have stopped the Biba La Revolution. Torch is looking a bit peaky. Echo, man, I had such high hopes for you, but you can't keep missing like this. It's crazy. So while we're doing this, how's everyone's Wednesday been? Hope everyone had a nice day. The weather's been lovely here. Got outside earlier to read some Return of the King in the nice weather. Tried to navigate Amazon.jp. Try to buy Dragon Quest X, the full game, while there's a sale on, which was challenging, but I'm making some progress there. Well, don't tell the police that I'm doing that. It's very hush hush. Legally speaking, that was a joke. Alright, just one left. Yeah, like I feel like I understand. I understand that the game is not officially out elsewhere in the world. However, I feel like at the point where I'm having to spoof a Japanese address, feels like the point where it's like, all right, what's going on here? Why are we? What? This feels excessive, perhaps. That'd be quite fun. I keep in treasure behind me. Hasta la viva, baby. Search for bush basher. I've got like loads of bush basher, man. A wide open space. Could this be it? Serge, why don't you try blowing that flute? So this is Wingipede. It's actually smaller than I thought. Serge, why do you not try feeding it something? Oh, he didn't like that. Sorry, Astaltia Immigration Board? No. Wild name. I'm sorry. I guess if, like, you know, Immigration Services was their, like, inspiration for making the game, like this, to try to play it, you know, that makes sense. I kind of, you know, that seems, accurate to what they've done. It's funny that it sends the Wingipede down for the count. Damn, Corcher, you kind of suck. You know, your attack is really funny, but you do like no damage. I'm afraid you'll be going to the bench the next time we get the chance. We should have kept Mojo. We should have kept Mojo. Mojo, he would have mojoed his way all out of this situation. What just happened? Did it have a heart attack? The foothold could give way at any minute. Serge, we should avoid passing through the middle. But what if I don't wanna? Alright, let's get out of here before it wakes up. What is this little creature? It's a daffy dwarf! Look at him! You guys are not going to believe the shit the dwarves get up to in this game. You know, keep that image of dwarves being whimsical in your mind. You know, who is to say what could happen next with the dwarves? I like these guys. This quadfid. Look at their big mouths. Look at their hanging sacks. You know, takes all sorts. Oof, that was a lot of damage. 6 damage. Reiko really is best suited to punching people. Unfortunately, he keeps missing. There. I'm really gonna use up like all my stock of antidotes at this rate. Well, there we go. I think somebody else has them like on there. Does Nikki have antidotes? Who did I give my antidotes to? Was it Poshul? Does Poshul have all the antidotes? There we go. Lena's got it. Alright. And I will swap that for antidotes. Don't mind me, sir. Actually, we could. Yeah, let's swap Orcha out. For Lena. We need like a good element user, and she is a good one. There we go. All these dwarves, what's going on? Halt, humans! We cannot permit you to advance any further. The Hydra is the tutelary deity of this forest, hi-ho! Without it, this forest will die. Should you still wish to advance, you will have to get by us. Prepare for battle, wicked humans. Holy shit! Oh, no more of that. Hello, Sam. So, now it wouldn't be a too bad time to show off Lena's level 1 tech. Oh no, I'm thinking of a different. The population displacement is in process, I think. Population displacement is ongoing. Oh, you know, these guys said that it was their, like, you know, the Hydra is their tutelary deity, and we're here to, like, kill it for its humor. But have they considered that, have they considered more moral relativism? Have they considered that, we want it, actually? We need the humor? My new girlfriend is sick and is going to die without it. So, checkmate, dwarves. Oh, I missed that. Have I missed the Rasley stuff? I do have a save point that I can go back to, I think. Thought I might be able to go back before we deal with that. Okay, as long as it's still doable. I have the stuff that happens, but maybe like the order in it is not quite there yet. Worst comes to worst, if I've missed it by accident, I have a save point. I can nip back and sort that out. Just decking the dwarves in their giant faces. I see that treasure chest. Well, you've defeated me this time. I think I have missed it then, because this is the Hydra. All right. I will. I will reset to another timeline. Bear with me, real quick, everybody. Oh, no, it's doing that thing again. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Sorry, everyone. All right. This is. Ah. Yeah, it's just not. It's not playing ball with the. I think this is. It's true. It's true. You know, it's difficult to get like a a capture from the PS1 going in this day and age. All right. I'm just gonna get my notes up just to double check. We'll head back for you in a bit, Beavis. But there we go. That looks all right. just gotta go through this again real quick. And then... Oh, I didn't mean to do that! I didn't mean to run away! I was an act. Oh my god, this is a shambles. This is a disaster. I'm so sorry. You can run from like a shocking amount of the fights in Chrono Cross. Maybe even all of them, but for certain ones it'll basically be like, okay, you can't actually run, but you have a moment to get your stuff back. Oh, so it is all of them, okay. Looking pretty sleepy. Ah, my heart. Dies of cringe. Dies of cringe. Alright. This is who I thought we could come back for before. Hey Serge, is that really a fairy? I've never seen one before. You can't just leave her trapped like this. Let's help her out. Wait right there, my darlings. Do you think you can walk out of here alive? And with my dinner, too. Come to think of it, it's been years since I wrapped my sweet tentacles around succulent human flesh. You'll make a fine main course to go with that delicious fairy appetizer. You should consider it an honor to be the dinner guest of Madame Pentapus. I do not believe this. It is just one battle after another. But this time we're trapped in a hole with no way out. We've got no choice but to fight. I guess there will be love. There will be blood, Serge. But don't worry, I'm gonna give this tentacle monster a bit of punch-drunk love, if you know what I mean. Greco, that's horrible. Why would you say that? I'm sorry, I'm just annoyed ever since I ran out of some phantom thread. Oof! Oh! 100 damage. God damn. Yeah, let's heal Greco. Just in case. Damn, she turned to salt. Is this connected to the near universe? Alright. Thank you for rescuing me. You were kind of strong for human folk. I was surprised. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rasley. I come from Water Dragon Isle. I think you can tell by just looking at me, but I'm a fairy. I guess you could say it's very obvious. Tee-hee-hee. I have heard rumors about that island. They say that due to the abnormal weather they have been having, their water sources dried up. But that was in the other world we just came from. I wonder if it is the same thing in this world. Huh? Our water sources dried up? This world? I don't understand what in Fairy Godmother's name you are talking about. Serge, perhaps we had better explain. Gee, so there's another world? You've come to these marshes in this world to save your friend in the other world? Yes, you seem to have got it, but actually Serge is originally from this world. We do not expect you to believe us, but it is true. We traveled through a wormhole to your world. We need the Hydra humor to make the medicine that will save our friend. There sure is a Hydra in this forest. I saw it with my very own eyes. But that's when those big noses caught me and threw me in here to become Pentapuspean. I want to go home to my island, but it's too far for a fairy like me to fly on my own. Teehee, how about taking me along with you? Rasley, join your party, he. Now this is a whimsical character. This MF full of whimsy. And she has the highest magic of any character we've recruited, which is pretty cool. And we'll do more better stuff off stream perhaps, but that'll do for now. Actually, it might be worth taking stuff off Nikki. Yes, get that magic ring. That's what I was looking for. You know, that might come in handy, actually. All right. Oh gosh, no, I do not know how many party combinations there are. Like, so I think there's something like 45, like 40-ish party members in total. So like, I'm not good at maths, but that is with 45 combination, you know, with 3 characters in the party and 45 possible characters, it's bound to be a pretty crazy number. Alright, it's let's see what Raspy's got going on. She has a little magic wand, and her tech is Razstar. Where she summons a giant cartoon star to do massive damage, like 192. Holy fuck! Honestly, you're crazy. If I remember, Rasley is one of the better like magic casters in the game. Like has very good stats for that. But there's like an interesting wrinkle with Rastly. That we will discuss in just a little bit. 14,190 possible combinations. Good God. Okay. There is a wrinkle, because I don't know how to say this without spoiling, but there's a character that you can... I don't know if you can have, even in New Game Plus, there's a certain character that I don't think you can have in the party at the same time as another character. So that might mess with the numbers a little bit. But no, not by much. It's like one possible combination, maybe. Man, don't heal yourself totally. That's all my work gone. Oh my god. Well, that wasn't that much damage. It's easy to survive being devoured alive, apparently. Stop healing yourself! Ah! Oh my god, that healed them! Fuck! No! Our greatest foe are these guys. I say our, these are entirely my errors. All of you are innocent in this regard. This is a nightmare. I am trapped in a nightmare entirely of my own making. think what I should do is I should add some fireballs of a higher level. Get some like single target red attacks in there would be beneficial, I think. Okay, there we go. First of all, do an extra magma bomb. Yeah, okay. I think that's fine. Back at it again, Krispy Kreme. Halt, humans! We cannot permit you to advance any further. The Hydra is the tutelary deity of this forest, hi-ho! Without it, this forest will die. Should you still wish to advance, you will have to get by us. Prepare for battle, wicked humans. Oh my god, that nearly took out Rasley. Let's get that recover all out there pronto. And some characters have this. Rasley is one of them, with a level 3 that will actually hit all enemies. If it misses even one, it doesn't get doesn't add to her level for elements, but is otherwise, you know, pretty handy little thing. Oof. Cast this real quick for Mexico, and then over Serge. That's the deal, but then heal Rasley. Their little waddle as they walk towards you is so good. You know, people, the dwarves of this game are not necessarily popular for reasons that I think we'll confront later into the game. But how can you hate those little guys running around wearing a barrel like that with their little helmets? They're just lovely little guys. Too strong. Are we unable to stop them? The Hydra must be up ahead. Let's go, Serge. You befiler of the forests, human vermin, prepare to receive the anger of nature that you so deserve. Hi-ho! Oh, great Hydra, hear my voice. Turn on these wretched humans. Teach them how the forest, no, our planet, is pained by their existence. Hi-ho, Hydra, away! Careful, Serge. That's the Hydra you've been looking for. Now that's what I call big damage! Thankfully, Hydra is yellowing it, so... Now that's what I call big damage! Okay, no one got poisoned there. I was really worried someone would get poisoned. All. Like, what effect did that have? What effect did that have? Didn't tell me! It appeared on screen for like a second! I'm gonna presume it's like a lower defense thing. Which is probably not great for Rasley here. Oh, did it give the flu? Oh no, it has the flu. as long as you can hit Greco. Greco can take it. Greco's a big man. Hooray! Was that a good thing that we did? Well, no helping it now. What do you humans intend to do with our mother planet? Not thinking of the future, cutting down trees like there's no tomorrow, burning the forest to make your towns even bigger, and all for what? Do you think that you are the only ones who live on the planet? Do you even know that works of life forms other than yourselves? Hi-ho! Hi-ho! Don't kid yourselves. You are just hairless apes. Or worse, hi-ho. You are nothing more than freaks of evolution. Hi-ho! Ah! It's very sad, but I can understand what he says. Why, we fairies are forest dwellers too, but I don't think all humans are bad. I'm sure there are many human folk who love greenery and are kind to the smallest of life forms. I believe that is true. Serge received Hydra humor. Wait, Serge. This Hydra is holding newborns in her womb. Teehee. The Hydra isn't extinct, and this forest isn't going to die, as long as there is life. All that may be left is a small, fragile life force, but this forest will make it. Well, until the next person gets sick and needs a Hydra humor, I guess. Okay, so, this is something I want to talk about. The kid choice, and this thing I talked about there about, like, you know, the violence of wanting better stats and stuff that represents. That's fairly well known. What is maybe a little less well known is a little tidbit here, which is to get so characters have like 3 tech levels. We've seen everyone's like level 1, stage 1 tech. Their 3rd stage tech, usually you have to do a side quest to get them. And a lot of those side quests are missable, and Rasley is one of them. You can only get Rasley's ultimate ability by not taking her to this fight, and therefore she isn't here to rescue the newborns. Therefore, the only way to get Rasley's ultimate ability is to let the Hydras go extinct in this world. You know? That it's a game where it's like, hey, do you want this character you've got to be the best they can be? Gotta drive this species to extinction. And you know, we didn't do that. The Hydras live on, at least for a little bit. But it means we aren't going to get Rasley's ultimate ability. This is why Chrono Cross is so fucking good. It is. There's so much like thorniness and complexity and nuance to all these little decisions in the game. It's like I understand why people would maybe get like kind of frustrated by, you know, missables in video games generally. I get it. but I think there's just so much you can do in that space. Like, Planescape Torment is another one of my favorite games, and I know a lot of people who play Planescape Torment, and the Bronze Sphere is an item in that game that is useless for most of the game, but if you take it to the final dungeon, you can get something very special with it. And I know people who didn't take the Bronze Sphere all the way, which is in itself a complicated decision in that game because of what the Bronze Sphere kind of represents to a certain character. It's not a unadorned decision to carry it with you, but if you take it all the way to the final dungeon, you get like a big secret. And I don't think that has the same weight if it's just given to you. I think the fact that you have a game as like a conceptual space where yes, you can achieve things, you can find things, but you can also lose things. That's really important to me. It is important to me that a game offers a player the capacity to make what could be considered errors, what could be considered like failures, that they have to live with. And it's why am I going back here? Sorry, I realized what I was doing. Apologies. Yeah, exactly. Like, it is something that I understand the temptation to make a game in such a way that a player does not deprive themselves of things, that they never have to experience the kind of the bad feeling of finding out that they like miss something significant. This is why like games like Skyrim, you never like lock yourself out of a faction. You never you can't. It's not like if you join the Fighters Guild and you're like really high up in the Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild are like, nah man, we're not having you. You're a fighter. We know this about you. Even though that is, that would make sense because they want the player to be able to see anything. They want the game to be a buffet of content to sample. But the thing about a buffet is, God, I can't believe I'm doing like an embarrassing hacky like food analogy. But like the thing about a buffet is that no one is ever going to say like a buffet is like better than like a thought through, meal that is has by like a chef. I maybe I'm rambling, but it's yeah, you can't play the game. It does have like new game plus and stuff, but like I don't think it ever is in a state where even if you're on New Game Plus and you didn't see the other options, choosing the abandoned kid is still like a cruel thing. Like I don't think it is. We will talk about this like more as we get further into the game, but like this is a game that is like I can't even imagine. Sam. But yeah, Chrono Cross is about quite a lot of stuff, but the thing that I think about a lot is that like it's a game very interested in possibilities. Possibility space, not in the video game sense of the word, but like things that could happen, things that might have happened, things that could have happened differently. And the existence of a choice and the cruelty of that choice is not negated by unmaking the choice, I guess is my feeling on it. I think that is, think that's the root of some Chrono Trigger's fans' frustrations with the game, certainly, because Chrono Trigger has like an almost like diametrically opposed attitude towards possibility, where that is very much a game that kind of doesn't really, stand in your way. You can always go back and change time, and that's what the game is about. Whereas, you know, Chrono Cross is a little different, I guess. There we go. I came all this way for that. Oh, it's just an antidote. Oh, is there anything actually in there that we can... Oh. I guess whatever it was, it's gone now. I agree, Sam. In fact, I think all the like the way the game like opens up towards the end, and you get all the little like side quests for the characters. Not all of them are winners, but some of the best stuff in the game is in that. Certainly, some of the more kind of like thoughtful stuff is in there. Like when I replayed it recently, I was like quite struck by how much I enjoyed the like Robo Factory side quest, because not just because it like presages parts of this game, where it definitely does, but also it's a section of the game where like characters have like perspectives, even if those perspectives are humans are flesh bags who are worthless and we should kill them all. All of a sudden, the aura about this forest seems different. I can't really pinpoint what though. It's probably fine. It's probably everything's probably fine with what we've done here. But hey, we've got the humor. Hey, Courtship, I'm glad you found your way back here to the other world after we ditched you in the forest. Let's rush that over to the doctor right away. Come on, you guys hurry too. Hey Serge, let's hurry up and get the doctor right away. Oh, it's you dudes. The patient's strength is at its limit. Without the antidote. Can this be? Hydra humor? But how? We will discuss that later. As long as we have this, making an antidote will be easier than catching a wave. We can save the girl with this. We will prepare an antidote right away. Nurse, help me with the preparations. Stat! I have no idea where in the world you find this, nor do I know who you really are. But now is not the time to ask such questions. You have done your part, now you can leave the rest to me. You're the doc. We've done all we can. Just trust him and wait. It is already close to nightfall. Doc, how is she? Will she be alright? Yes, she has passed the critical period. There are no signs of complications from the poison. The girl's held up well, but only thanks to you dudes. You have done the impossible by finding the antidote. I still cannot believe it. You with the red bandana, you are Serge, correct? She would like to speak with you. It would be a little while longer before she falls asleep from the anesthetic. Will you speak with her, dude? I'll be in the room next door, so call me when you need me. Do not forget that even though the poison is gone, she's not completely recovered. Well then, catch you later, dude. You've become bloody handsome while I was out of it. I don't know all the details, but I heard what happened from the doc. Looks like there's been a lot going on while I was asleep. I guess it proves that you can take care of yourself now, eh? Why, Sash, you did good, mate. Why don't you look cheerful for a change? I would have been alright without any antidote at all. Struth, now I owe you one. Serge, thanks. A world different from our own? That is far out, man. There really is such a thing. And you dudes are from this other world, I presume? Just to make it clear, Doc, the only one that's from the other world is Serge. All the others, including myself, from this world. We're all with him for different reasons, though. Rasley's from, yeah. I'm from the same world as Serge, too. And don't forget about Poshul. Poshul's from our world, too. Whoops, my bad. I totally forgot. Come to think of it, the first time we met you was in the Hydra Marshes. Yes, if Sergi hadn't come and saved me, I would have been in big trouble. Another world. So I suppose some things are slightly different. The Hydra Marshes are a good example of this. Otherwise, you would have never found a Hydra in this world. Parallel worlds, never to cross each other, yet existing alongside one another. Hey Doc, let's not think too deeply about this. There isn't any easy way to explain it. Even after going through it myself, I still doubt what I saw. Let's just drop the theories, Doc. The girl's been saved, that's all we need to know, right? That's very like you, Korcha. But he's got a point, Doctor. Kate's life has been saved. I don't think we should think about anything further for the time being. Well, I guess you're right. I cannot find an answer to this by thinking about it on my own. It is pretty late. We've been talking for quite some time. Let's call it a night. One good day's rest should be enough to let her get up and hang ten. What you gonna do, Serge? You'll already find a way back to your own world, right? You could just go back home and live a peaceful life, pretend that nothing ever happened. But can you really forget everything you've seen here? And can you live with yourself after you turned your back on us? Akira! Akira! Now come to me, Serge, the assassin of time. The Civilization 6! What are you gonna do, Serge? I won't go back yet. I see. Now I'll stick around with you a little longer. Just don't slow me down, you hear? I don't know what happened 10 years ago, but it looks like Viper's mob has got something to do with it. Let's go after him. I need to bash up that Lynx character and get my hands in the frozen flame. Lynx. He stole something precious from me. He's taken away my future. I'll find him, no matter what it takes. Korcha, I heard that you helped the search too. It was nothing. Yeah? Well, thanks for nothing then. Now then. At one point I thought we were doomed for sure, but it looks like it's all settled now. All that's left is to take you back to Termina, right? My job ends there. You get a special discount price of 300G for the round trip. Sorry, but I need to make a living too. Ha! You're pretty damn shrewd, I shouldn't have thanked you earlier. What is it? You looking for something? Yeah. The elements I had in my grid were gone. Why, Serge, did you remove the elements from your grid? If it wasn't you, then who did? The only ones looking over you while we were gone were the doc and the nurse. They should be in the room next door, so let's ask them when we head out. The doc should know something. I hope you're right. I like that the element grid is like a thing that exists in the world. I don't know how it works exactly, but I like that. I like stuff like that. Huh? Mel, what you doing? Hey, Blondie, if you want your stuff back, I challenge you to catch me. Mel, wait! What is it, dude? Is Mel up to something again? Well, yeah, the same old mischief, but this time she's gone too far. Jeez, that idiot. What is she thinking? I don't get it. I'm sorry about her, kid. I'll get the stuff back from her later, so go easy on her, alright? That's no problem. I ain't anything I'll suffer without anyway. Not to be rude, but I don't have time to play around with brats. I gotta go chase after lynx now. What is it, Serge? You need those elements. Well, you're not wrong, but Koch said he'd get them back later. We don't have time to waste. Ain't that right, Serge? Come on, mate, let's go. No, let's go after Mel. Alright, if you insist. Okay, let's go find that brat right away. Time ain't gonna wait for us. That's the plan, Korcha. Why don't you help us out a bit? It'll be over a lot quicker that way. Gotcha! I am beginning to wonder if curing you was the right course of action. Such a ruckus in the clinic interferes with my work. But I guess your antics are proof of your youth, dude. Alright, man. I'm wondering if I should have just fucking let you die. Spore. The Spore Creepy and Cute Parts Pack. Come to me, Serge, the Assassin of Time, the Halo 3 Legendary Map Pack. Oh hey, there's a dwarf. That wind brings back memories. Hey boy, you're from the main island? You know the Hydra Marshes? It's the forest to the southeast. Although they're called the Hydra Marshes, there are no more Hydras there. Everyone left that forest after the Hydras died off. I too left the forest. That place ain't fit for living creatures anymore. Oh, it seems you know, maybe it's different in our world. Maybe we didn't like forcibly cause communities to relocate and flee their lands by rendering their homes inhospitable. Tug's collar. It hasn't rained around here for the longest time. The traders say the water on Water Dragon Isle is dried up too. We didn't get much news of the main island out here. Judging from the season, I guess it's about time the El Nido Festival starts. For crying out loud, how many times do I have to tell you not to come behind the counter? Hey, you're not a familiar face. But you're just a customer as well, so out you go. You're in my way. Yes, Mel? She hasn't come by here today. She done something again? What did she do this time? Did she write graffiti on the walls again? Well, it's nothing big. If she isn't here, that's okay. I love Galdiv. It's such a beautiful place. The I don't know, just like the kind of makeshift village out on the sea. Oh yeah, we've talked to this person before. Chief DeRay is at prayer. You may not enter the shrine now. Come back a little later. It shouldn't be that long. What brings you here, Korcha? It's rare to see you come out to this tower. But never mind that. By the way, have you seen Mel around here? We're looking for her right now. Mel? No, I haven't seen her today. Have you tried the residential tower? So she hasn't come this way. Thanks for the info. As you've just heard, she hasn't come this way. The only place left is the residential tower. The sea is the only other place to hide. It's not that likely. Once we corner her, it's all over. Let's go! Huh? Mel's heading for the residential tower. We've got her cornered now. Okay, let's go. We should find her in no time. This is the end. There's no place to run. So what are we going to do? If all three of us barge in at once, she's going to escape. There are 3 exits to this tower. If we each go in through a different exit, there's no escape. Listen up. Don't you dare let Mel get outside. Leave it to me, bro. All I have to do is block this exit from Mel, right? Yup, I'm counting on you. Now there are 2 more left. We'll even end up with some manpower to spare. It's game over, Mel. Let's do it. Wow. You idiot. That's what you get for messing with my customers. I'm not going to forgive you just for crying. It should be enough. We got me stuff back and there's been no harm done. Even so, we have to teach this kid some proper manners. You never know when she might do it again. Don't worry about such mindless stuff. Say it's already forgiven. Let's just leave it at that. Besides, the little one's got some gas to steal from a member of the Radical Dreamers. Ha ha ha! Hey, don't you call me a little one. I've got a name too, you know. It's Mel. Oh, hi, feisty. So she's got real spirit too. But weren't you crying just now? Or were you just faking it? I tell you, she's gonna be a real mean one when she grows up. Ha ha! What do you mean by that? Whoops, I guess she's just a little one. Don't worry, just forget it. Oh, I said, don't you call me a little one. Hey, are you sure you want to leave it at that? I just don't get you. Oh well, no use bothering with it now. Now I'll go ahead and wait for you at the docks. Come and find me when you're ready to go. Alright, let's get moving then. Have we seen Posho's level 1 tech yet? Let's get Posho out. At least I can show off that. Mel won't cause any more mischief. Promise to play with me again. So one of the characters you get on the Sea of Kid arc is Korcha. Korcha does not join your party if you refuse to save Kid because he's rightfully disgusted with you for doing so. But you did get Korcha's mum. She joined you in his stead, which is very funny. All right. See, can we get? Yeah, we get an upgrade for Kids certainly. Alright, that'll do for now. Gonna wrap up the stream soon, and I don't want to spend the last bit of it just tinkering with equipment stuff. Yeah, let's head back to Termina. Okay, let's go. It was nice knowing you, but this is goodbye. Korcha left your party. Overseer take time off. Me rest too. As you gaze at the sea all day long, one starts to wonder where the sea ends and where I start. I've tried to live my way, but maybe I have been drifting along, trapped in the ebb and flow of the ocean's tides. Wouldn't you agree, dear? Huh? How could I forget? She has already returned to the great sea. Damn. Alright. So I guess the best place to go, if we want answers on what, oh. The general's men are headed for Fort Dragonia. There's been word that the major power of the East, Por, is up to something suspicious. They seem to have heard the rumors of the Frozen Flame and El Nido and are coming to investigate. My, then that means the Por army might invade this town any time now. I wonder if we will be alright. Yes, that is why we are moving to the fort for a while. That fort is far from town, so it is not used normally, but it has good defences. I was ordered to remain at the manor and protect Miss Riddell, but she felt very uneasy about the way General Viper was acting before he left, so... Oh, Serge, did you hear that? While I was snoozed away in Galdiv, Lynx and his mob hightailed it out of the manor. That fort's supposedly a ruin built by extinct Dragonians. I heard there's all kinds of mystic rituals there. It's said that the dragon tear was needed for the rituals. Bloody bastards, what are they up to now? Serge, this is no longer just our problem. If we don't stop these buggers now, they're going to cause some major hell around here. Fort Dragonia is on the top of Mount Pyre, southeast of here. It'll be hard to get there by land, though. The question now is how we're going to get a boat. Huh? Blonde braids, a blood-red blouse. That sounds like the description of that thief from the Radical Dreamers. And that red bandana, he is just like the ghost Karsh was describing. So what? You want to take us on or something? Sorry, Dari, but we're in a bit of a rush. That Fort Dragonia of yours. What business do you have at the fort? That makes me even more suspicious. I will draw my sword if needs be. Oh, Glenn, stop that. Brother would never have drawn a sword in such circumstances. Leave my brother out of this. Oh, I don't get your knickers in a knot. I don't care if you draw your sword or what, but I ain't stopping for you. See ya! See ya! Alright, forgive my rash behaviour. Come to think of it, I really have no interest in who you are. Really, I only want to know the truth of what is happening here. I shall follow my own way to find the truth. If you intend to go to the fort, I would offer you a word of advice. When you get in your boat, first head north, then east. You should find a small island there. A retired dragoon now lives there. Find him and ask for his advice. There are many frightful rumours about that fort, you know. You never know what to expect there. All we need to do now is find a boat. Let's get a move on. So, you might as well take the opportunity, because if the Dragoons have vacated Viper Manor, you might be able to pop in. Gabi, can I help you? Oh, maybe you have to beat it up first to get in. Alright. Not bad, kids. I don't know why I'm calling Pocho Kid. Might be older than Serge for all I know. I love the snake door. The snake gates. It's got going on. That's very good. Yeah. The place seems pretty empty now. You can get those chests that the Dragoons were guarding before. Well, we'll get that one later. But there is a couple of things I want to check on. Last time we were here, someone did say wait, no, it's not this room. Lucia isn't here. She might be on the roof terrace. More importantly, could you let me out of here? Ha 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 ha. I'm still new around here, so I got lost and ended up in here by mistake. Don't worry, I wasn't snooping around or anything. Really? Well, take care. Well, there's something shining there, but we can't pick it up right now. Little Pip! Little Pip escaped! I wonder if we'll see him again. Now there's less security. Even the general's room is completely empty. This Homo sap flower is called Neopheo. As it matures, it will behave just like a human. However, this Neopheo is like none other. It is a powerful type, with the ability to use elements. Naturally, it was I who improved it. Oh ho 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 ho! One is able to train it if it blossoms, but a life sparkle is necessary for that. I have pinpointed the whereabouts of a life sparkle to a marsh east of Arnie village, where I sent some of our dragoons to retrieve it. However, none have returned. It is a shame, but I cannot allow any more loss of life. I suggest you stay away from that marsh if you wish to live. This place is a lot nicer during the daytime. Alright, there's one place I wanted to show off. And then we'll end the stream. Hey man, you're still here? General Viper has reached for Fort Dragoni in the southeast. The four Devas and most of the dragoons have accompanied him. It'll be quite difficult facing the poor military here. Can we? Yeah, you find a doorway that leads down. Now, the characters don't know what this is. What is this? Some kind of transport? But if you've played Chrono Trigger, this might be familiar. Serge received the Porous Furnace frame. But by the way, did you change your name? So yeah, you can talk to this guy and you can change the name of the character you're currently controlling. Yeah? What's the Epoch doing here? Well, we're not really going to get an answer. This is more of an Easter egg. Well, there isn't like an answer, but you can. It's not, not something the character is necessarily concerned about. But yeah, with that little tidbit, I'll leave it there. Thanks for coming out to everyone. Thanks for putting up with our convoluted timelines. You know how it is. It's where angels lose their way. is Hydra Marsh, it turns out. But yeah, I will see you all next time. Laters.